where killers reside. A wild hood, only knew goons since my childhood. Say anything in these raps cause it sound good. Don't even mean what they say, horrible outlook. Y'all ain't really about this house. Y'all was in the house with it. We don't respect fake jewelry and silly outfits. Window down, blowing out great tits. New York's J. Prince on Houston Street. I caught the bounce before my even bounced the beat. I took the hard way and man, it's the route for me. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. The top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would've crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would've crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black, meet Joe Black. Why would I ever have to cop a chain again when the QB chain birthed most of the chains in the game? Why would I?
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football.
Look, I saw my shot and I took it. I couldn't do it different. Couldn't afford to stop and go. I had to stay consistent. Made up my mind that no matter what, I gotta win. That's why it's always me and never them. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot.
Heart of a lion, my time, here I go. I am not moving in silence. If it ain't moving, moving. We making movies, moving, moving, moving. I get a chance and take it. We bout to build it. They leaving it vacant. I just go harder, harder. I am a ball that I gotta get it. I am so with it. I will go get it. That is the difference. I am not waiting. I am not faking. Everything out here, that's for the taking. My mind too right. My grind too tight. This head rhyme too nice. This my world, my life. One shot, who me? Take that, who we? One shot, movie. That's all you need. One shot, who me? Take that, who we? One shot, movie. That's all you need.
One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Miami. Season Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This taken in at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. And here's Pickett to put it in the air off the bat. Finding Harris over the middle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
2nd and 2. Pickett will look to throw it here. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a first down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has, and if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
Harris running straight ahead. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
Again, it's Harris. And he'll be stopped up short as the tackle is made at about the 3. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Driven him down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. So Pickett is off to the sideline, and Chris Boswell is on for the Steeler field goal try. Boswell's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. I certainly know that I, for one, would not like to be on the other end of a tackle when this guy's coming at you full speed from his strong safety spot. Boy, that was a nice play. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Tua. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. The Dolphins at 2-4 here in the first half of the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them galvanize themselves and go forward and get a win in this one.
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now it's 2nd and 9. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. This defense for the Steelers, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job.
Looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Steelers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. Pickett. It's Najee Harris now on back-to-back plays with a catch. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. He got 29 yards that time.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now.
Run with Harris out of the shotgun. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Well, you hate that defensively. They had him pretty well corralled, but the face mask, that obviously changes things.
Yeah, it's a bit frustrating because you feel like you did everything right. You had him stop, but the hand gets up just a little too high, and the natural inclination is to hold on, and that's going to get called every time.
Harris is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. He'll try again, and he's going to lose yardage again as he is stepped behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Pick it now, 3rd and goal. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. The sack there by Bradley Chubb. So Pickett is off to the sideline, and Chris Boswell is on for the Steeler field goal try. Boswell's kick is good, and they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that worked. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Tua. He'll swing this out to Mostert. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
Here we go. Back. You. Yellow. Right blue.
Tua sets up to pass it. Tua hit, and the ball is out. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks and remembering when I was playing and seeing a similar start and seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team around him and tell them everybody to get it together. Let's get some focus going here, because maybe he just sensed that maybe the whole team wasn't ready to play.
Yeah, well, they've gone interception, now fumble. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Meanwhile, Pickett's throw taken in by Miller. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Pickett now on 1st down. Touchdown! Miles Boykin with touchdown number 7 on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead now stands at 13. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Noah Igbenogany from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And to the left side here, Wilson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Boswell for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Makes the score Steelers 20, Dolphins nothing.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Igbenogany going to take it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. To his throw here, going to be caught by Wilson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
Now, that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they can use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And going deep for Hill. And this is caught. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 63 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point. And good by Sanders. And that cuts this lead down to 13. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. They'll start the drive with Harris. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Pickett. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
Pickett to throw on first down. He's got this to Pickens. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. First and 10, here's Pickett. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Pickett back to throw. He gets it complete to Harris. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it.
That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Boswell good with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Tua going to throw. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And that is no good. And that will keep the deficit at 20. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. We welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
They look up at the scoreboard, facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that will be incomplete.
But they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles. And, I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the third quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Pickett now from the gun here. Fires the out route and completes it to Harris.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Pickett over the middle, complete. It's Harris.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Off the play fake, here's Pickett.
And his throw is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Waste of time.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They hand this off to Harris. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Back to throw, Pickett.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Going for it on 4th down. Here's Pickett.
He'll let it fly for Austin. And this one is incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are due.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack.
And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it. He's got the hook up downfield to Boykin.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Miles Boykin with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Steelers take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, that ground game just continues to struggle to really get any momentum in this ball game, Charles. And you're at the point here, 3rd quarter, down 4 scores. Really going to have.
Yeah, the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. T.J. Watt, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Just another standout play from the best pass rusher in football. Last season, one for the ages, tied a single-season sack record, and unsurprisingly, won the Defensive Player of the Year for the league.
That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Looking to pass. Tua. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. T.J. Watt able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to Matt.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. But to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game. But that's something right there, still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
67 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And in for the Steelers, touchdown. Miles Boykin, 34 yards. And the Steelers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. We're facing a big 4th quarter deficit here. Things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season. But in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw here taken in by Gesicki. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Tua finding Gesicki there for a Dolphin first. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche.
The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On the set.
Fourth down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They run with Harris, and he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Well, still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Najee Harris with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the 4th.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Igbenogany going to take it out of the end zone.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Well, I think that the folks here hope that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
There to stop him, Terrell Edmunds. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Tua's throw is taken in by Waddle.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
Couple of Alabama guys there. Tua to Waddle for the Miami first. Up the middle they go with Mostert.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. From the gun, it's Tua. And my goodness, another interception.
It's the ex-Dolphin, Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, here's Harris.
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 112 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Now here's another carry for Harris.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And they'll indeed take a knee. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And they take a knee. Fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago.